Think of a time that you have been bullied. We may not have the same colored eyes, hair, or skin, but on the inside, we're all the same. Everyone has a story, and even though we think it's okay to make jokes about people being fat or gay, you never know what they face at home or walking around in their community. Do your part in preventing bullying by being an ally. Join a No Place for Hate movement, and together we will move forward and prevent bullying at Windsor High, online, and in school. Remember, if you wouldn't say it in person, don't say it at all.
What stood out to me the most was hearing from people what their personal experiences were, and I think throughout all of the activities it was important to kind of hear what your fellow classmates and friends had to deal with, because you kind of heard from a first person dealing with all this, and it kind of humanizes it that people you actually know have to deal with hate and bullying, and you hear them get emotional, and it just makes you feel bad about anything you've ever done and make you actually want to stand up against bullying.
I feel like the part of the presentation that stood out to me the most was that when the presenters, Luna and Joel, were speaking to us, they brought out experiences that they had lived through. They knew what schools were going through. They actually brought up good examples. They actually talked about schools where graffiti was a problem or where bullying was a problem, and they really made examples that stood out to me.
The part about the presentation that stood out to me most was definitely the presenters, because of the way they were able to make us more feel welcome. We were all kind of nervous in the beginning, but in the end we all were able to share our feelings and what we wanted, so they were really able to make us feel comfortable with the people around us and themselves.
So throughout their presentation, they did cover a lot of important topics, but to me the one that stood out the most was when they were discussing gender roles and the stereotypes that come with both the females and males. It was interesting to hear what each gender had to say, because, you know, everyone has their own opinions, and some of the things they said were kind of stereotypes about the other gender as well. So it was just interesting to hear both sides and what they thought.
So to be able to help spread awareness of this No Place for Hate school, I would say that it would really have to start with us being more open with how we feel towards bullying, because if we're not open with our own experiences, then sometimes we keep them locked inside, and when we don't share them, people don't really understand the true nature of what bullying is like. They don't understand that these things that we have gone through, they really do hurt, and they really do affect people in so many different ways. It's not just one person, but it's many others. So I feel like in a way to spread awareness for this, it would be to just open ourselves up and just be able to share our own experiences.
What you can do to help Windsor High School become a bully-free environment is, if you see someone being bullied, stand up for them. Don't just stand by the sidelines and say, oh, someone else will do it. Just take control of the situation, stand up for them. Even if you don't know them, just stand up for them.
No place for hate. An ally is someone who speaks up for someone else or takes actions that are supportive.
Think before you speak.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Kind actions and kind words will make a great and kind school.
Be courageous.
Stand up for others.
Don't hit send. Stop and think.
WonderCore believes
at Windsor High we can all be an ally. No place for hate!